Well, good morning. Happy Monday. Again, no snow. This is an interesting winter and I am not complaining. No shoveling yet. This is good. So we're continuing our study on what I consider interesting verses. Verses that you and I can memorize, hang on to, draw strength from. And today is absolutely one of my all-time favorites. Today is one of those verses that I think about, kind of meditate on it and process it, and it keeps coming up with new ways to draw strength from it. That is Lamentations chapter 3, verses 22 and 23. It says, "The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh every morning." That last phrase is just give you goosebumps. Yeah. God's mercies begin anew every morning. That's amazing. It's kind of like every morning, God takes an Etch-a-Sketch board, for those of you my age. He shakes the Etch-a-Sketch board, and the failures and pain and suffering of yesterday is not going to dampen what he is offering us today. Man, that's powerful. That is incredibly encouraging. And you got to remember, the setting for this is amazing, because the setting for this is an incredibly dark time in Jerusalem's history. One of the darkest books in the whole Bible is the book of Lamentations. And the very word lament means to mourn, right? So here we have a place where the nation is experiencing deep grief. The whole nation is in ruins and loss and disappointment, and they're just unanswered questions. And right in the middle of the darkness, there's this verse: God's mercies are afresh every morning. Wow. I think God is reminding them that, number one, his love never runs out. It doesn't. It's endless. Number two, his compassion never dries up. If you meditate on these things, I think I should post my notes on this somewhere, because there's just too much for one setting. Another one: God's faithfulness never wavers. What in your life never wavers, right? God's mercy resets new every morning. Shakes the Etch-a-Sketch board, right? Jeremiah here is not saying that your life is going to be easy. He's not, when he writes this, he's exhausted, he's heartbroken, he's surrounded by loss, and right in the middle of his pain, he speaks one of the most hope-filled declarations, right? The declaration: God's mercies are anew every morning. Starts all over every morning. Wow, that's amazing. Jeremiah, you notice he isn't denying that there's pain. He's not denying the confusion of the day. He's not denying any of that. He simply refuses to let the pain define the day and rob him of his joy. Is there any lessons there maybe that you and I can apply to our daily life? Huh? So here you'd find Jeremiah anchoring himself in the character of God. He is refusing to let the chaos of the day rob him of his joy. He keeps his eyes fixed on the Lord and his goodness. No matter what yesterday held, no matter the pain, the regrets, fears, exhaustion, disappointments, God meets you every morning, afresh, anew, ready for the day. I think God looks at you every morning. You're getting ready to crawl out of bed, and he says, "You are loved, you are held, and I am not done with you." Don't miss that. And I just made a random list of applications for this one. Start every day with a mindset of a spiritual reset, right? God's mercies is always ready and waiting for you. Number two, when guilt tries to define you, right? When failure and guilt tries to define you, let God's compassion redefine you. Look at yourself through God's eyes. Number three, when you feel overwhelmed, remind your soul that God's compassion never runs out. Number four, when guilt tries to define you, let God's compassion redefine you. Don't miss that, because we can begin to believe Satan's lies if we're not careful. Balance what you believe based on the Word of God, who He is, and His love for you.